Welcome to the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. I'm Captain John Fulweiler. This is Captain David King.
How you doing, John?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
You get to go fishing this week?
Yes, I did. Love
Nice.
it. Got to get out a little bit finally. I should be able to get out a couple days a week here, so that was a really good thing. Why don't we
Where do you want to start?
stroll down to Stewart?
Want to go to Stewart
Let you go
first?
inshore first. We'll back it up and do a little different.
All right. John B. Flying Light Tackle. He was talking about the snook at night. He said that's been pretty good. But he said people have been fishing around the bridges at night for the snook with some kind of a fly. He calls it a shrimp fly. And they're using it on spinning rods, which, I don't know. He always comes up with something unique, you know.
Spinning rod fly. Is it really a fly if it's on a spinning rod?
It might be a spinning fly. I don't know.
It's true.
But he always comes up with something. He said the trout are real good around the power plant, and that was about it. The weather on the weekend was real good, but now this week it hasn't been so good. So how about, what did you hear about offshore?
Well, offshore we heard some good reports. The Lady Stewart had a really great trip. They caught all kinds of snappers, vermilions, mangroves. They had some really nice sized red snapper. They had triggerfish, sea bass. They had grouper up to 30 pounds, which is great to see. You know, that's a good sign. So
that wins the pot, doesn't it?
They had a little bit of everything. It was a great catch. You know, then the seas started kicking up a little bit, so we only had a couple of days to get offshore. Some of the other boats did really good down there. The Real Busy got dolphin. They're like 28 pounds. They were trolling ballyhoos and 120 feet out to about 150 feet. Adam was out. He caught dolphin to about 15 pounds on ballyhoo. He said he found a rip in about 150 feet that was just stood up. You know how they get really good. He said there was birds all over it, grass. They got 4 real nice dolphin. Expected to get more, but it's still just a little early for those big numbers. Which we're seeing the fish now. We're getting the 15 to 20s, and now we're hearing of up to 28. So we're seeing those fish sizes starting to pick up.
Yes.
So that was the best reports we got out of Stewart. We did hear of kingfish on the bar and some other bottom fish, but that was the best we heard out of Stewart.
Yes. All right, why don't you continue Fort Pierce offshore?
Okay, offshore Fort Pierce, everything was pretty good. There was some good bottom fishing, and then the big word was cobia, manta rays, and then cobia and manta rays and cobia. So I actually got to go out Monday. It was 6 foot, 7 foot, blowing 20 steady out of the north, and maybe some 25 mile an hour. I guess it was quite rough, but when the rays are out there, if I can take it, I'm going to go get them. We left the inlet, headed south, didn't get into about 25 foot of water, ran into my first ray.
Wow.
So we got cobias. There was cobias everywhere. There was rays for about a 10-mile strip. I never got any deeper than 30 feet finding the rays, which was really good. So we caught our share of cobia. Then we went down and did some bottom fishing for sharks. Sharks were off the chart. There were bull sharks to about 450. Got scars on my hand to prove it. We caught black tips, spinner sharks. We caught 3 types of sharks, but all of them were 100 to 450 pounds.
Wow. Big
Sharks. You threw a half a mackerel in the water, wasn't 5 minutes before you had one on, no matter where you stopped. There were sharks everywhere. Some of the boats went offshore, did good on grouper and snapper, not real good. I think we didn't have as many good days. So they did good on grouper, snapper. The stringer fish, sea bass, triggerfish, vermilion snapper were good on the head boats. So we had good reports. They also caught the kingfish in about 35 foot on Sunday, off the South Beach, off the bathhouse. They caught them real good on some pods of greenies that were all over in about 35 feet. But then the winds came Monday, so that's where we're at now. So we had good reports off of Fort Pierce.
Oh, really good. Inshore. The weekend was really good. It was calm. It was warm. You could get to where you wanted to fish. The trout have been real good around the power plant. I like the gulp, and I like the Yo-Zuri 3D minnow. Have been working the best for me. Lots of ladyfish, lots and lots of ladyfish, but they're a lot of fun. They're good for kids. On the website, Captain Charlie put on some kids that he was out there, and they caught a lot of ladyfish, and that's good for the kids. Yes. There's been bluefish and max. The docks have not been real good because of the tides have been so low. So you really, if you're gonna go to the docks, you got to hit the docks when the tide's real high. Let's see, on the website, lighttackleangler.com, we've had a lot of traffic. We're up to 50 captains and regular fishermen. They've been writing a lot of good articles and a lot of good pictures. some redfish up to, I think, 35 pounds they're holding.
Wow.
They actually have a bigger belly than me, so you know that's a big
35?
fish. 35 pounds, yes. And some black drum and trout and snook. A lot of really good pictures. What happens if they wanted to call you? Why don't you give your number?
Yeah, if they want to call me and call in and report anytime, it's 772-979-6068. Or if you're in the South Beach in Fort Pierce, just past the Coast Guard station, I'm at a Subway sandwich shop I've got over on the South Beach. If you want to drop off some pictures, we'll try to get them on the website, or you got some fishing stories, or if you want to write up a little story and drop it off, we'll try to get it on the website. Come by with your fishing information. Stop by and see me on the beach. Pick up a $5 footlong while you're over there.
There you go. And also on Friday nights, we do a fishing report 6:30 to 7 on WIRA 1400. So call us there too. We can answer any of your questions.
Right, that's 464-1400.
464-1400. Anything else you need to add?
No, I think we've got good weather up till Sunday. It's supposed to start breaking on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're calling with the forecast to have great weather. So
good.
We should be able to see some good fishing on Sunday all the way through the beginning of the week. Should be great. Manta rays and cobia.
All right, our favorite, right?
Yes.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on lighttackleangler.com. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks.